Okay. Dredge. Here we go. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. Meaning to get around to it. Haven't played it yet. And I'm not really sure if I'm in the right place, but we'll see when I actually load in. If I need to move myself around, I can. Pretty. Angler wanted, eh? Hmm. Evidently the lighthouse isn't doing its job well enough. The morning light fills your eyes, and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Funny, thought I was on a crashed boat, not on the dock. Welcome to Greater Marrow! I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Okay, well, I stand corrected. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah, well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Yeah, it is odd. I hadn't seen the lighthouse. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time. It can really creep up on you. Indeed. Undock. And I move... Oh, the sensitivity is pretty high. Hold on a moment. Accessibility. Controls. General? Metric, yeah. Clock style, 24 hour. Normal. Tutorials on. Display, that's all fine. Motion smoothing, relaxed fishing mode. Okay. Heartbeat sound effects. Love the sound of that. Camera sensitivity, I see. Around there, I think. That's a bit low. Camera. Middle of the S, maybe. Press F to start fishing. Okay. F. And I just... Huh. Okay. Blue mackerel. More. Leave is X. Okay. Time does pass very quick. Disturbed water. Okay. Can't do anything there. Cod. Oh, bigger fish. Can I rotate it? I can. Right click to rotate. Place. Trophy cod. Ooh. A trophy fish. A spot has been depleted. Okay. Cabin suits. Catch fish for the day. Okay. Encyclopedia, mackerel, and cod. Interesting. Don't want to head too far out. Don't have the right... Okay. More mackerel. It said something about time advancing, only something, and I completely missed it. Alright. Moving, fishing, or taking other... Oh, okay. If I can... take this message in a bottle. Is this salvage? I should probably get back right away. Shallows in the deep. Interesting. Okay, 5 p.m. Not a bad time to head back. Nothing for that. Lights by holding E. Foghorn lights. Toggle with right click? Left click or right click? Help you see but make you more visible too. Ah. There. You see. Arrow squid. Gorgeous game. That eye up on my clock is menacing. Okay. Don't think I need the light. I can dock. Ah, hold F. You step onto the dock at Greater Marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go to paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So, to recap, you'll need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debts, and in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understand? Selling fish helps the town and pays off my debt. Got it. I imagine I can figure out where to sell the fish. Off you go then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. Fishmonger. Yep. That's simple. Oh, the flies. Well, I'm sure it's fine. You enter a small... you enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. What happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns on other islands might pay you different, but while you've still got a debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying it off first. So, let's see what you've got. Trophy fish is 2213. 681, 673. Yeah, I imagine I can just sell off all of these. Does he have... Ah, if I hold F, sells all fish. I see, I see. Debt adjusted, minus 11, okay. Alright, back to the town. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger's store. Excellent work! I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? Research part. Sure. Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. To the shipwright. Hello. You see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel at the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is up front, and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take any damage from the rocks, or any damage at all, I can patch it up. Mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look round. And just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. Weighted line or a simple skimmer. Rusty outboard engine. Troll nets. Lights. Cloudy lens. Cracked bulb. Weighted line. Simple skimmer. Lightweight fishing rod. Small spool mix. Limited. Okay. Catches shallow. Install time 2 hours. Fishing speed plus 10%. That's plus 35% coastal. Shallow. Slower speed though. Storage. Okay. That's right. Rusty old engine won't get far with this. Takes 2 hours to install. Probably... That's probably my best bet. Hold left click. Okay. Ah, okay. Didn't hold for long enough. Alright. Okay. Don't need either of those right now. So, only $25 for the loan repayment. Can rest. It's a little early, but should be fine. Alright, tab, cabin, encyclopedia, shallow, coastal, aberrations. Oh. So there are like... Interesting. Messages. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon, and our first day proper. Today we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here. The layers and colors are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night. Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly it's very important to perform it correctly. lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. Can't imagine that turned out well. Return to town. Research. This research parts. Catches volcanic and shallow, mangrove coastal. Oh. Hydraulic rod, flexible fishing pole. Mechanically assisted reels allow the catching of significantly larger species, oceanic or flexible fishing pole. Use parts to research new equipment. Improved outboard engine. Pots, nets. I guess the fishing pole would probably be my best. Oh, I only have one research part. Oh, it's letting me do it though. Is that just how many spaces it takes? That might be it. Okay. No, I need to spend a second one, and I don't have that. Okay, well, maybe I should have gotten the hydraulic rod. But for now... what can I do for you? I should get back to fishing. Okay. Dock. And out I go. Depleted. Alright. It's for shallow. Can I squeeze my way through here? Can. Also don't have the tools for that. Here we are. What is this? Don't have the tools for it. Okay. Don't think I can get that either. There's another bottle out there. Nothing here. Can't get that either. Wow, very limited right off the bat. There's something. Another cod. Oh, there's more. Okay. I wonder if completely depleting a resource node is really bad. Takes more time to restock. I don't know. What? Where'd you go? Okay. float some. Can I get this? It's almost dark. I should probably head back and sell right now. Nothing there. Oh, trophy fish. It's a nice catch. Fishmonger. Special order. 1 Gulf flounder and 1 gray eel. Bring them when I have them. A rod that can handle shallow water fish in order to catch them. Shipwright can sort that out for me. Alright. Sell all for 99. So 3. I have 141. Okay. $7 remaining. Simple skimmer. A weighted line. Catch it's shallow. Coastal. So I'll want to keep both in my inventory when I get that, I suppose. Peculiar engine. That's actually better than the rusty one. Okay. And then I guess cabin pursuits. A flounder and an eel. Eel reach. I think that is either DLC or something of the sort. A hunched woman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension. Why are you here? I've come to fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. Okay. There. Just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out east towards Little Marrow? Would you give this package to the dock worker there, please? Alright. Small, damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. Is that fish, then? Alright. East to Little Marrow. Oh. The buoy is hardy. Suits. Okay. Yeah, the marrows. Alright. Make that a priority then. Dock here. What? A delivery? Let's see here. He tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose? He hands you some money. $25. I was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use out of it. He pulls a crumpled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of the pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for a chat anytime. I know how lonely it can be. It's at the trader. You enter a brightly lit shop. It's packed with antiques. The shelves full of jewelry and other baubles. An old man peers at you over silver spectacles. Hello? Is that... No, I don't believe we've met. Forgive me. My eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialize in antiques and jewelry. I'll purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? I think not. Not at the moment. Alright. And with that... I'm gonna take it slow and see if I can squeeze through here. Best to do now while I have money and can repair if needed. Alright. Seems like that was fine. Are those shallows? Yeah. Blue mackerel. A lot of stock here. Alright. There we are. Oh, very close. Oh! There's something shining right by the rocks here. The lighthouse towers above. Waves crash endlessly against the perilous rocks below. All creatures, humans or otherwise, would have their brittle bodies broken and thrown at its feet. You ponder the intrinsic power of this structure, a vast column of stone shouldering the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long until it decays into ruin, its purpose exhausted? The lighthouse towers above. Indeed. Mackerel. Hello, fishmonger. It's important to know what depth you're working with. Okay. There we go. The mayor is walking quickly towards you. He seems to be in a good mood with a spring in his step. Fantastic news. Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Marrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I've granted a consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger's services. He might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. Well, I have to say, pretty rapid improvements to the town. I guess it helps that it's quite small. This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. We'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects. Lumber, metal scraps, that sort of thing. Guess I'll probably get that with a net. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be stored, so don't worry if you only have half of what we need. Net spaces, rod spaces, engine spaces, light space. Okay. New hull, so I'll need probably all of these before I can get a new hull. Alright, shipwright, trawl net. Okay, can't do that yet. Could, however, get a weighted line. 40% fishing speed, 3 hours. That seems like a good investment. And rest of the time I can sleep. A little bit early still. Sustainable fishing. Pastime to read. Oh, I could do that later. Okay. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around and a few items fell overboard into the water. We did not see what they were, which is of some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He has been checking over some notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He is paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I've never known him to be so superstitious. No. That's ship owners for you. Still pretty early. Probably okay to keep in the shallows. Oh, buoy. I can inspect. A floating buoy. It serves to mark the safe passage past dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Its dim light also provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Okay. Right, now I should be able to fish in shallows, indeed. Ooh, a black grouper. Lovely. Shapes in the deep, okay. Don't have a net, which I'm assuming is what I actually need. The mackerel. Is this coastal? Might be a bit far out. Yeah. Pretty large shapes down there as well. Oh, this progresses as I pass time. In general, alright. Still can't get any of that. Shallows. Ah, array. Oh. Large, okay. Quite large. Another, Do I have enough space for Ray? Seems like I may not. Unfortunate. Oh well. Maybe if I had moved things around a little more. Looking like I wouldn't have been able to do that anyway. But that is a better selection of space. I should have space for another grouper. Indeed. Or a flounder. Okay. A pathetic, cowardly, bottom-dwelling fish. Oh, I should read. A short, stocky fish with mottled black coloring. Perfect camouflage in the black waters of night. Practically worthless, but enough to stave off hunger. Good eating, but requires careful preparation. Well, the game certainly isn't being generous to the fish. Completed. Yeah, new fish. Okay. Is this an eel? Gray eel. Doesn't look like I can fit anything else, so back to the dock we go. Oh, the fish went away when it got dark. Okay. Any fish for that order? I have a Gulf flounder, and I needed a gray eel. I have it. There we go. The fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you the money. Some money. Good, good. They should be pleased with these. Got another order here. This one's a little more curious. They want a couple of squid and a whole black grouper. Don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night, and, well, you know what nights are like round here. Good luck. You got any fish for that order? Indeed, I have a grouper. I need 2 arrow squid, which I can get there. I can return to these items later. In the meantime, seen that strange red light at night that seemed to be rising from the west. Indeed. I figured that was something for later. Right, well, I should be able to get those squid just from out here. Or so I thought. But maybe not. an eel, though. Oh. Spot has been depleted. Exposure to fog and other things increases your panic. Bright lights and sleeping will reduce it. Okay. So that's what the eye is all about. I see. Rest until dawn. Fishmonger. Found this book out back. Could be useful to you. Rods, reels, and rigs. A few shimmering scales are stuck to the cover. Alright. Dry dock. So I need wood and some kind of cloth. Meantime... Single unlucky hit is enough to knock out an engine. You wouldn't want to be without a motor when the fog rolls in. Indeed. For now, though, got all I can. Sustainable fishing pursuits. Okay, I need 2 arrow squid and 1 black grouper. Got the grouper, just need the arrow squid. Rod trap. Okay. Back out I go. Not squid. I think I'll leave that in case it becomes squid at night. Founder. Oh! Cyclopean flounder. A sprawling jellied mass spills from a single eye socket. What appears to be a dark pupil is in fact the center of an egg. Lovely. Alright. I suppose that is an aberration. Cyclopean flounder. Aberration of the regular flounder. Right. Pursuits show the fishmonger. The grotesque fish. Caught a strange-looking fish. Never seen anything like it in all my years. It died as soon as it was pulled from the water, but its scales are still pulsing with a strange rhythm. Don't want to handle it anymore. Have a headache and my ears are ringing slightly. Maybe the fishmonger at Greater Marrow will know more. Well, sustainable fishing, now done. 10% chance to not reduce fish stocks while catching fish with a rod. Nice. So it's a passive bonus. A hefty tome and laborious read. It goes into great detail about techniques that can be employed to reduce the impacts of fishing upon fish stocks. Mentions something about ensuring a healthy ecosystem for future generations. Always a good thing. I know I said I'd leave this, but I had a feeling. I was about to say. Trophy fish. Acquired. Luck was on my side. Alright, fishmonger. What is it today? You hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Ah, now this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish, as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of its stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach, he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Well, never seen that before in all my days. I'll give you this thing, and I'll pay you for the fish too, of course. $52 is quite a hefty sum for that fish. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. The handkerchief. I'm going to send that to storage. A once beautiful handkerchief, drawn from the insides of a grotesque fish, patterned with delicate crimson thread, and an anchor pattern on it. Alright. Well, I can sell all the fish. 62 for all of those. A man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. From my cabin window. That's concerning. I know what you took to the fishmonger. And I'll be clear, I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out of this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. Okay. That's Blackstone Isle down there. If I place a marker, I guess it probably would show on the map, but I don't think I need it for this. Okay. A man approached me, interested in what the fishmonger pulled from the fish. He wants me to meet him on Blackstone Isle. I don't think I'll be able to make it there tonight, but I can get some more fish in the meantime. Maybe up in the northern area here. In the shallows. That's probably not coastal. Looks too big. And the water is deep. Ah, floatsome. Right. Oh, too early. Alright. Well, if it gets dark out here while I'm fishing, it's cod. I can pull one. There we are. Maybe I can catch some squid. Not the safe space if that's gonna be happening though. Are they here? Squid! Perfect. Might have to... move things around a little. Maybe a little more even. 94, 94, 31, 35. Well, the spot's been depleted anyway, so maybe I'll just make do with that. And park in here. Fishmonger. I have a squid for the order. Alright, done. Back to regular business. $89. Fisherman, have you run into a photographer on your travels? She docked here a few days ago for supplies. I suggested that she take some pictures of the town for promotional purposes, but she didn't seem too interested. She mentioned she was heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself. Alright. Another reason to head to that aisle. Movement in the water stopped right as I went over. More flotsam. Cod. Alright. Nice. Here we are. Blackstone Isle. Ruined mansion. You don't have the handkerchief with you. The man seems interested in it, so you should probably bring it to the meeting. Okay. Oh. Pick up. Cargo. Okay. There we are. The man is standing in the doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons, and it has an eye pattern, which is always... it's always a very good sign for... You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a collector of many things. Art and artifacts, treasures and truths, and curios that will occupy the periphery of desire. And you have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable, even after all this time. This handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks and dark depths. Find me these lost relics, and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I'll merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? I accept. An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. Dredge crane added to inventory. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, and a music box and key. I would encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences, anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. Now, there was the note in the bottle about some... Oh, peculiar engine disabled. Well, I ought to be more careful with my turning. Time to head directly back and repair that. If I head around the back side of the island with... the island of Greater Marrow, then... hopefully I could get something there. Okay. Start dredging. Oh, avoid gaps. Oh, I see. Oh. Ah, worn golden ring. Okay. Interesting. So I can probably sell that to the man over on that island. Interesting. Alright. Oh, builder, lighthouse keeper. Okay, builder. You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? It's peaceful. It's got to be a damn sight better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while. Maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forward. Moving forward. Interesting dialogue choice. I don't want to move along. It's not so bad here. Or I can't go back. Can't go back. She's gazing out to sea again, lost in thought. Say, if you find me some materials, maybe you can help me move. I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about, Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber and 2 units of scrap is all I need. I can make myself a new place for myself out there. I can make a new place for myself out there. You'd be welcome to visit, too. Just stack it up at Steel Point when you have anything. I'll pay you when the job's done. Before anything, let me sell all fish. And speak to the lighthouse keeper. What is it? You know of any shipwrecks around here? She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of the Greater Marrow where the current carries in wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from that patch of dark water. Can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. Who lives on Blackstone Isle? I see a lot from up here, you know. I saw that ill-fated boat return. I chose to look the other way. I watched an unnatural glow flicker through those windows. Whatever you've got planned, I hope you know what you're doing out there. Have you heard of any strange things happening? I see plenty of strange things from atop the lighthouse. Sometimes I don't know whether or not I can trust my own eyes. She holds the lantern up so that it shines brightly onto your face. Are you really standing here in front of me, or is this just another of the fog's tricks? I should go. Your boat's looking a bit banged up. I can repair that here if you'd like. Yeah, $30 to repair that motor. Seems worthwhile. Okay. Search for relics. And the key in the Marrows, music box in the Gale Cliffs. So it tells me where each of them are. Interesting. 2 lumber and 2 scrap. Good wood in some of the wrecks. Okay. Map. Marks there and there. Okay. If I head out while it's still quite dark, even if I get some level of panic going, it might not be... Rods, reels, and rigs. Okay. Maybe I should head over and sell the ring before... Oh. Before heading back behind Greater Marrow. Sunrise. Beautiful. This is... yeah. Too much for me right now. Near the... Ooh. Can dredge more up here. There we are. Lumber! And more lumber. Alright. If I head over here... Trader... Cargo... Sell. $15. Painter, grieving father. Hello, is everything okay? What do you know about any strange occurrences? I don't get out a lot anymore, so I don't see much of what goes on. But I do remember the old mayor in his final days. What an awful sight it was. Screaming and throwing things into the sea. "Throw it back!" he would cry over and over, begging anyone who would listen, howling into the wind. These days, I almost feel like I understand. Anything else I can help you with? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? Well, yes. You see, my only son was lost at sea some years ago. He's still out there somewhere, in one of those wrecks, all alone in the cold, dark water. The man is clearly trying his hardest to remain composed, but tremors of grief rack his body. I was wondering... I notice you have some dredging equipment installed on your vessel. If you're able to retrieve any of his belongings from the wreck, I think he'd feel more at peace if his mementos were with me. He wore a bronze belt buckle, specially engraved. I'd recognize it anywhere. If there's a chance you could find it, I'd be in your debt. Anything else I can help you with? I'd better go. Alright. Suits. That's around the side of Little Marrow. I should probably... Should probably sell my fish before heading up there. Or behind Little Marrow. Spend tomorrow out on the water more. Here we are. The wind really does push the ship. Do I have anywhere else? No. Okay. There we are. Got any fish for that order? Do I? No. Actually, I don't. Okay. For now... I can go back out, snag a few more, and then... hopefully catch another squid. Complete that order. Eel. Ha, trophy. That's a long one. Is this available for fishing up? It is. Enough space for one. I don't know if I can fit another. Alright. No eel, or squid. Not all schools of fish are the same. Some contain abnormal specimens. Sometimes you can even tell just from looking from the surface. Okay. Ooh. Is that what he means? brood squid. Oh, indeed. And a snag squid. 2 abnormals. Back to back. Tentacles sprout from a glowing core inside a gelatinous sac. Other cores lay dormant alongside. And a snag squid. Tasting tongues writhe wildly around sets of yellowed, crooked teeth. The top row are flattened like human molars. Disgusting. But I got the squid I needed. I wonder if I can still make it up north in this day. I could probably make it around Little Marrow though and dock there for the night if I need. Alright, I do have squid for that order. The fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. Didn't think you had it in you. Night fishing is a tall order. Been meaning to talk to you about a new business venture I've been considering. Crab pots. I've got one here for you, in fact. It's a bit banged up, but you could get it fixed at the shipwright. Okay. Should be pretty straightforward. Just drop it out at sea anywhere, then come back after a day or two to check on it. I've got a customer after a fiddler crab and a common crab. Both species can be found around here. Don't overcommit yourself, especially when that sun starts going down. Better to come back with a small catch than to come back with none at all, or than not to come back at all. Lasts for 3 days, yield 1 to 2 per day. Okay. Oh, actually, sell all fish for 68.39. Shipwright. Repair all. Okay. Maybe I should put some lights in, or a light in. Not right now. Yeah, I want to get moving. Okay. Cabin. Encyclopedia. Oh, right, aberrations. Pursuits. Catch a common and a fiddler crab. Sure. Select crab pot ability with E. And deploy with right click. Catch things over time, but need repairing every so often. Alright. Should be able to drop it just out here. There we are. 3.1 meters. Hopefully I have enough time. Ooh, raining. I know the game hasn't really gotten going yet, but it's very relaxing so far. Ah, here's the wreck. Stock low. Ooh, fast. Too quick. My brain is having trouble keeping up with this. Oh. Bronze belt buckle. Lovely. I'll... head back around now. Ooh, careful, careful. There we are. And I guess I will dock at Little Marrow. Wind is blowing me away. There we are. Trader. No, not you. I want to talk to the grieving father. Hello. Is everything okay? About that belt buckle. Here you are. This is his? Oh, thank you. Bless you. You've returned him to me. Please, take this. I've not any money to pay you, but this might hold some value to you. Indeed, it does. Thank you very much. I suppose I'd better go. What's the painter have?
Ah, the fisherman. I thought you might stop by. Welcome to my humble studio. If you're wanting to experiment with some decorations, yes, I'm the person to talk to. I can attach flags and bunting to add some style to your boat. I have a design here already that you might like. If you find any others on your travels, bring them back to me and I can rig them up for you. Of course, I can also add a splash of color to your hull. I'm sorry to say that my selection of pigments is limited at the moment, though.
Could I help find more pigments? He thinks for a short while.
The other day, down by the shoreline, I saw a strange crab with the most strikingly vibrant coloration. My knees aren't suited to clambering over rocks and chasing crustaceans, you see, but if you caught such a creature...
He clears scraps of cloth and paper from his workbench, revealing a large pestle and mortar.
With the right binding agent, we can grind them together for a new mixture.
He turns back to you, a cunning plan formed in his mind.
Fisherman, bring me some of those strange crabs. We'll turn your vessel into a work of art. But, for now, what can I help you with today?
I think that's all. In the meantime, I want to dredge up some more around that shipwreck. Oh, though, maybe this is my best bet. More squids, eh? Arrow squid. Depleted. That's unfortunate. Now where would I dock on this island? Around the edge there. Is that just the glow of the buoy? Okay. More to dredge up. Pearl earrings. That's valuable. I was expecting something like a bit of lumber or cloth maybe, but I am not going to complain about pure pearl earrings. Material pile. There, lumber. I need metal scraps. Okay. Another shipwreck here. And this looks like lumber. Now that is most definitely useful. And here. More valuables, I suppose. What was that beam of light? Goblet. Hmm. I wonder if I could spend the night out here. Aha! Metal scraps. Or it looks like that. Indeed. Wonderful. Squid can go up there for now. And more! Alright. Even more. Okay, well... in the meantime, let me dock my boat here. Material pile. Send up a couple more metal scraps. And now I should let the builder know. I know it's getting dark now, but I'm gonna be a little bit greedy and dredge up whatever this is. Bolt of cloth. Ooh. Right. Dock. I hear rumblings. Steel point. Rest. Till... dawn. Now is not a bad time to finish up this point here. More metal. Indeed. Yet more. That could definitely be very valuable. I move things around here. What's the best way for me to do this? Metal scrap up there. There we are. Oh. Nice. Perfect. Now that is a good haul. I may want to just get rid of that squid, but in the meantime, let me head back. Odd, no room for that. Alright. No need for the light then. Let's sell this squid. $5. Better than nothing. Now the builder... You've done it.
Well, no sense in wasting time. Let's get moving. Okay. No room on deck? Come back when you have more space. I'll be waiting. Dry dock. You can store whatever you need here. Okay. So we need wood, metal, etc. Then cargo. Send a bunch of these materials into my storage locker. Shipwright. Dry dock. Grades. Where was it that I could research things again? Into the builder. Let them know I've delivered the materials. Indeed, I have. Ah, here, research. Okay, flexible fishing pole. Complete. Coastal and shallow. So that'll give me a lot more... And a hydraulic rod for oceanic. Now available in stores. Hydraulic rod, that's 4. I see. It ends up there. 37 and 75. So I want to sell both of these and pick up the flexible fishing rod. 3 hours. That's fine. Hydraulic rod for 4 hours. That's probably worth doing. Yes. Then rest. I'll head out now, pick up those crabs from the crab pot, and hopefully that'll be... Aha! Fiddler crab. And 2 common crabs. 5 hours remaining. Let me pick that up. Squid here. Alright. Back in... Shipwright. If you're wanting to get a bit more out of your engines, take a look through this book on the house. She pulls a book from a toolbox nearby and hands it to you. A few of the pages are stuck together with grease. I can repair the crab pot. Perfect. Fishmonger. I do have a crab for that order. In fact, done. The fishmonger wraps up the crabs and hands you some money. These'll do. Glad you got some use out of that old pot. You can always buy more here or repair damaged ones at the shipyard. I have one final request for you. As you've seen, some fish around here can develop odd deformities. What do you think happens to a person that eats the flesh of one of these mutants? Nothing. They get sick or they go mad. Well, considering the teeth on the squid, I'm gonna go with they go mad. Well, perhaps. But I want to know for sure. Bring me a mutant fish. Any will do. Just keep this between the two of us. Suspect. But interesting proposal. In the meantime, good riddance to you, Greater Marrow. I'm onward bound. Indeed you are.
in his builder. I should probably sell off some of the supplies, or not supplies, the valuables that I've dredged up from the other wreck. Just while I'm in the area. Should have time to do so and get up there. Hello. Sold all the trinkets. And onward. It is quite a pretty island. With the evergreens. Yes, this'll do. Thank you, fella. Give me a short while to get things built here. You're welcome back anytime. She reaches into her toolbox and pulls out a handful of components. Take these. Always good to have on hand. Aha! Lovely. Right, I should have selected that earlier. Correct engine operation. Suits. So now I need an aberrant fish. And to wait on the builder. And now I should be able to do some oceanic fishing. This is coastal. I've got those before. Kind of out in the open, but this is also coastal. Odd rumblings. I think I will leave that be. I suppose it was probably just thunder. There we are. Beautiful environment. Aha. Oh wow, a bronze whaler. Very interesting. Wonder how I can... I should have reorganized it before picking up another. I don't know which is bigger either. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Lightning striking quite close by. Eel? I have space for an eel. Deplete a total of 25 fishing spots. Careless fishing. Well, can't really argue with that. Sun's gone down. Alright. Fishmonger. So I'll get my research. Anti-tangle line. or heat-resistant line. Volcanic and shallow. Mangrove and coastal. Maybe engines would be a better place to start. Crab pots. Efficient crab pot. Hardy crab pot. Large crab pot. Nets I don't have yet. So, engine... best bet for sure. Jet drive engine. That takes 5 research points, but relatively new. 9 knots per. So 18 for 2 spaces, and I can limit it to 1 space each. That's very nice. 25 knots, 35 knots. Well, for now, what's the outboard engine? 461. I can spare that. I don't have anything here, right? No. Okay, good. Should probably drop my crab pot off again, but maybe I'll do that around the side of the island. Or out here. Right. Switch to the crab pot place. Back to the lights. And around the back of the island now. Behind Greater Marrow. More opportunities to dredge something up there. That's a very large skeleton. Ooh. Red, glowing, probably an artifact. Seems promising. Very fast. Ornate key. That is a very large key for a music box. Suit updated. Suppose I should drop that off right away. Though, I'll grab this because likely something that won't spoil. Cloth. Alright. I'm sure the collector here won't mind me spending the night near the island. So if I'm to do that, maybe I should fish beforehand. I'll head right back to Greater Marrow after. Those aren't worth that much, so I'll wait on it. You enter the collector's house. He's standing at the back of the room, still holding the silver and crimson book. He seems impatient. Well, you have something, don't you? Show me. You hand him the key. The cold metal shimmers a strange shine as he holds it. The shape of the key, the teeth, the head, now somehow seem changed, smaller. Has it always been this way? Is this all? Where's the lock? The collector grows agitated. It seems the pieces we're looking for have traveled further than I anticipated. Much further, I suspect. In that case, allow me to aid your travels. He turns a few pages in his book and mutters something low under his breath. A burst of light fills your vision, and you stagger back briefly. Ability unlocked. Haste. Otherworldly speed at a price. Now go. We have more relics to uncover. My intuition tells me that the current may have carried some debris southeast towards Gale Cliffs. Make that your priority. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Anything else? The words you read from that book, what did they do to me? The book holds power from the deep. I merely extended its powers towards you. Is there anyone in particular you wish to know more about? The words of haste are instant and cruel. They will impart a terrible speed to your vessel. Be warned, however, it may put a great deal of stress on your engines. How long have you lived here? Quite some time. I used to be a fisherman, as was my father before, but 2 decades ago I took up residence here. I needed to focus on other endeavors. I found that this island has a certain strength to it. Those dark basalt columns stretching downwards into the deep. Do you know who owned these relics? Yes. Who? He looks at you. For a moment, a look of something like regret flashes in his eyes. An old friend. Anything else? Where should I look for relics? My intuition... okay. More of the same, more of the same. Well... I can start in the dark. So haste increases panic and engine heat. Oh, that is a long way out. Gale Cliffs is southeast, not southwest. Okay. Well, my crab pot's going to be broken by the time I get back, but... I could probably make it today. Just right click, increases panic. Okay. Correct engine operation. 5% more movement speed than listed. Well, well, well. That's quite nice. What is... oh. I can fish that up. Oh! A sailfish. A full-sized sailfish. Impossibly quick, but the bill and sail don't sell for much. Ah. That's unfortunate. More things. Something to investigate here. You pull up to a wreck with a familiar-looking hull. It's almost identical to the ship given to you by the mayor, except this one has a huge breach on one side. You're tied up alongside the old wreck. Let me check out the cargo. Poke through the cargo hold. A few items remain, not yet lost to the sea. Basic fishing pole, weak valve engine, notoriously unreliable design. I can send that to storage. Both of them, in fact. Oh, and the metal scraps. Look in the cabin. Look in the cupboards and drawers. Loose floorboard. Aren't even any floorboards left. Check the overhead electrical equipment. A note slips off the top of the radio. You put it in your pocket to read later. Messages. Notes. Deep sky, deep forever. Casket seal broken. Fog core. 5 equals rise. He knows. No doubt an interesting mystery unfolding there. How much space do I have? 3... Could do something different like that. Might be able to move things around a little bit more. Ah, the wind is with me. Oh. Message in a bottle. Disturbed water. Ah. Oceanic perch. Interesting. Yet another mechanic. Lots of them. Low stock. I'll leave it there. Let's see what's here. My storage. Retired whaler and Ingfell resident. What is it? Where can I sell my fish here? There's a merchant that shop. Anchored across the bay. Buys and sells almost anything and does repairs. Okay. What can you tell me about the cliffs? Many years ago, the cliffs used to be a haven for smugglers and pirates. Legend tells of 2 pirate lords who used Gale Cliffs as their hideout. Supposedly, they got into some disagreement and a huge battle was fought along the south side of the cliffs. There are certainly a large number of wrecks in that area. Both sides were completely destroyed, their treasure hoards left abandoned and unclaimed to this day. I dare say they'd be worth a lot, if anyone knew where to find them. Do you know of any odd characters around these parts? Have you heard the tale of Magrum? He was an old whaler from these parts. As the whales got more scarce, the crews spent longer and longer at sea trying to find them. Magrum, it seems, wasn't cut out for this. He formed an unnatural attachment to a scroll he found on one of these trips. He says the scroll told him how to become immortal by eating mutated fish. People started calling him Magrin the Fishman. One day, the town awoke to find all their boats' nets and lines had been slashed in the night, and old Magrin was nowhere to be found, nor has he been seen since. Do you need help with anything? I've been trying to prepare a special meal for my partner, but I've been having some issues. Around here, we consider aged conger eels to be a particular delicacy. You may say they're rotting, but they're delicious if prepared correctly.
Normally we bury them in the ground and allow them to mature, but our dog keeps digging them up and eating them. I can't raise the subject without spoiling the surprise. Can you bring me an aged conger eel?
I can try.
You'll be decently compensated.
Where can I catch a conger eel?
They can be tricky to find. I'm told they inhabit the holes and burrow within the cliffs themselves. And I imagine they've been fished out around the edges, so you may have to venture into the passageways of cliffs to find them. Oh, and did I mention they only come out at night? Yes, I believe they hide during the day. Good luck.
Alrighty. Speak to the retired whaler later. Oh. The geyser. Tiger mackerel. Lovely. Dock here.
Ahoy there. You're a new face. A fisherman, I take it. Perfect. Well, we should get along like a house on fire. I'm a traveler and a merchant, all rolled into one. If you have any fish to sell, I'll take 'em on board and sell 'em at the next town I come across. Likewise, I haul a small cargo of equipment between places. You're welcome to peruse the stock and see if there's anything that takes your fancy. Come and see me when you're ready to trade. On this side of the pontoon, I'll buy any fish you want to sell. I also keep a stock of crab pots here for sale.
Alright. So, all fish. And I'm gonna send those to storage.
Say, have you met the photographer? She stopped by my pontoon a little while back. She's loaded up with fancy camera equipment to take pictures of all the wildlife.
She sighs wistfully.
I wish I had my own camera. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to document everything you do? You'd never forget anything. Anyway, she said she was setting up on the small island to the south of the Marrows. If you're in the area, maybe you could check on her. Hey again, come by for a chat?
Do you need help with anything?
Assistance from an angler? Absolutely. I've been trying to collect records of where each species of fish is located. I've figured out most of them on my travels so far, but there are a few I haven't been able to track down. Reckon you could share your info with me?
I could help with that.
The fish I have left to track down are oarfish, gulper eel, Goliath tigerfish, and coelacanth. I know a little about each species already, so maybe I can point you in the right direction. What did you want to know?
I'll figure it out as I go along. Do you ever see strange things out at sea?
Strange things? Plenty. But I try not to dwell on them. You could go crazy, you know? But hey, if you're seeing strange things, maybe you're not seeing them the right way. Maybe they're not so strange after all. Or perhaps they are, and they're incredibly dangerous. Better not risk it.
What do you know about Gale Cliffs?
Well, there's Ingfell just across the bay, which is a dreary little whaling town. The folks there are always in need of something, which keeps me in business. The residents are always talking about the cliffs. Most seem afraid. Frankly, I'm not sure why they stay. Occasionally I hear deep rumblings from within the rocks. I don't hang around here for long.
Are you always out on the water?
Yeah, always. I like to keep moving along. The merchanting is secondary to the traveling, really. I'm more of a merchanting traveler. I get to see a lot of places, which is nice. I also get to meet a lot of people, which is only sometimes nice.
I'll be going now. And I think that's a cue to rest. Right. I'm supposed to dock further in. Ah, yes. Right. There's the bottle here. Collect. Artifact manifest added to cabin. SY Grand Prize. Mr. Michael Schult. Gale Cliffs. Oaken Music Box. Purchased from the antiquarian at Little Marrow for a bargain price. Previously salvaged from an undisclosed shipwreck. Has the letter J carved on the underside. Otherwise in reasonable condition. Has not been opened for fear of damaging the mechanism. Pending inspection by locksmith. Wooden mask. Carved wooden tribal mask, said to bring good luck, fertility, good health, fortune, rain, and protection from evil spirits. Traded for a pair of socks and a pocket watch chain. 12-piece tea set. 12-piece tea set. Bone china, 6 cups and 6 saucers. Acquired from an Eastern dealer. Do not use. Jar of earth. A jar containing earth from a meteor impact site. Allegedly. They've got a jar of dirt. I wonder what's inside it. Catch rare fish. Okay. Bring a rotting conger eel. Right. These are interesting silhouette here. Blackmouth salmon. Thought it looked familiar. Aha. How do I get in there? Oh my. Oh, rumbling from the rocks. That is a very large creature. I don't suppose I could get away. Ah. Okay. Well, I am supposed to head back up to the south of oh, there. The isle south of Greater Marrow. Oh. This looks handy. Ouroboros flag. Oh, well, well, well. That sounds pretty. Probably best if I'm not out on the open ocean for too long. Orcas! Lovely. It's getting dark, but I could stop here for the night. Oh, barbed eel. Alright. Spine broken with sharp angles and crooked curves. A row of teeth bent on revenge. And a host eel. Numerous glowing shapes flicker and squirm behind a distended rib cage. The rest of the fish is withered and drained. Huh. Delectable. The stone hums quietly, sending ripples through the air around it. Faint shapes dance upon its surface, vanishing before your eyes before your eyes can focus on them. If I touch it, it does not respond. Alright. Well, I think I can rush home without too much of a bother. Well, I say home. I suppose it's not really home, but closest thing I have right now. Now, which eel do I give the fishmonger? The lighthouse keeper emerges from the dark forest that flanks the town. She walks towards the dock with a confused look on her face.
Oh, it's you.
Excuse me?
Your engine, it sounds like... I'm sorry, I mistook it for the vessel of an old friend.
Dejected, she turns and walks back towards the lighthouse. Wasn't it the antique dealer who also mistook me for someone else? Another older character. Interesting. Okay. If I got any of those mutants, let's see... Which aberration? 60, 40. Okay, I'll sell the barb... Or I'll give the barbed eel to him. Barbed eel. The fishmonger takes the aberrated fish from you. He clutches it close to his chest, wringing his hands around its slimy body. Yes, this should do nicely. Here's what the fish is worth. Why don't you take these two? They're of no use to me. Right? I suppose I will. Do you hear that? It sounds like the faintest whispering. You listen. Silence. In the stillness of the room, the fishmonger's hands begin to tremble. His face grows anguished. Please, sell what you need, then leave. I must deal with this creature quickly now. Oh dear. Well... The fishmonger's door slams behind you. You hear the heavy scraping of a metal bar sliding across it. Not the best sign. Large crab pot, hardy crab pot, efficient crab pot. I think the hardy crab pot is probably a good bet. I have two more. Abyssal Hadal. I should probably research an engine, but... For now... I will get towards the twin prop engine. Ouroboros flag. Lots in here. 18.9. Yeah, not nearly as good as what I have right now. Basic fishing pole. I should probably sell both of these then. Can I do that? Storage. Sell. Can. Alright. 773. aberrations. Alright. Modifies regular spaces to hold rods, nets, engines, lights. Don't have any of that ready. I can probably go out for the crab pot at least. It is pretty dark, but did that give me everything? It did. Wonderful. Alright. Shipwright, please repair the crab pot. Pretty cheap. Fishmonger's door is barred. Alright, I'll rest. Still barred? Yep. Oh, all-seeing cod. Staring outwards, unblinking. Eyes borrowed from a larger being, but not the mind to process what it sees. Too quick with it. Alright. There we are. Maybe it's a bit hasty of me to actually be fishing up more when I don't know when the fisherman will, or the fishmonger will be available again. Yeah. What I've caught might end up rotting. Oh well. Hopefully he's available tomorrow. Don't need that. That reds. Wonder if that's the engines overheating or the panic. Either way, don't want to use it too much. Will do. Hey, thanks again for helping me move out here. I've managed to get myself set up now. Found this while I was unpacking. You should take it. The Engineer's Companion. She hands you a book. The cover is dusty, but otherwise in otherwise good condition. If you need to use the dock or store stuff here, be my guest. Wonderful. Got to select it. There we are. Still not open? No. Unfortunate that. We'll just rest until dawn again. Blinding headache today. Did you come by yesterday? I don't recall. Anyway, what can I do for you? $84. Not bad. Right. Onward. Now, what else do I need? I can't actually access that area right now, I don't think. Where was the island south of... Pursuits. Catch rare fish. Okay, not a quest currently, so can't really have a look. I want to find the photographer, but I don't know which island that would be at. Maybe I'll just head down here for today. Ooh. Glowing spot, though. Does this mean trophy fish, or maybe aberration? Aberration it is. Riddled flounder. Baggy skin perforated with countless cavities. A singular, shapeless mass spreads underneath. A Gulf flounder. Less horrific. And that is depleted. No opportunity to dredge anything up there. But what is here? More eels. Don't mind if I do. Mackerel. If there's a cod here... More flounder. Cod. Perfect. Back to the old fishmonger. Maybe I'll do some night fishing even. I should go drop off that flag. Make sure I'm actually freeing up that space. Low stock, I'll leave that be. Hello, painter.
So, you found a scrap of fabric, eh? Let me see. A unique design. Do you want to attach it now?
Sure.
As you wish. Which area do you want to paint?
Roof. Sharp mint. Ah, I need aberrant crabs, right. Blue depths, maybe. Let's see. Fine paint. That area looks good. Oh. Go blue depths for that as well. Nice. Thank you. That looks lovely. Now, take all of those crabs and get some squid. Let me readjust that. Low stock. Leave that be now. More eels. Defeated. A foghorn. Probably good to sell now. There we are. Maybe I should grab the hardy crab pot. 150 for that. No. Not here, not now. Some of those fish, the aberrant fish, really are quite disgusting. The designs are phenomenal. Ah. Trophy. Is that materials to dredge up? Yes. There we are. Lumber. There's probably more the small wreck behind the island here. I should check that. I don't remember if I gathered everything. Seems like I may have left some. Engineer's Companion complete. Equipment types that use their ability will lose it 10% slower. That is very nice. Metal shapes. I do have some space for it. I might be able to... I have a feeling I'll need lots of these. What is here? A ring? Something of the sort. old iron chain. Definitely handy. Well, I can sell it. Should probably do that now, even. Am I able to put things in storage from any dock? I don't remember. Yes, it seems I can. Trader. Sell that. Undock and get moving. Another crab. And a crab pot. Ooh. So... how do I want to do this? Night. Able to... move it around. 30 centimeters, 35. Both fresh. Oh. That's enough space. Ah, squid. A normal arrow squid. Bird squid. I'll get rid of that one. 23, 26, 23, 34. Alright. Back to the fishmonger. $134. Quite a haul. My light burnt out, but didn't seem to be a big deal. I could turn it back on. Oh. I imagined a large rock there, I suppose. Seems like maybe the panic was setting in. Hello, shipwright. Thank you. I think we'll rest here. Where do I need to go? Beautiful. Search for relics, rare fish, rotten conger eel. Conger eel? Conger eel is probably right. I think maybe I should head back down to where that beast was, near Ingfell and whatnot. Though, in saying that, it's too tempting to just keep fishing for now. It's very satisfying to do. Trophy. 1.18 meters. That's a good catch. Over a meter long cod. Oh. Apparently I hadn't had full cargo before then. Well. It's an easy achievement. Hello, fishmonger. I'm gonna send the crab pot to storage for now. And I will head back down here. Spend the night. Maybe I should head around this island and see if there's more flotsam to pick up while I'm in the area. Once I get back to the Gale Cliffs, or whatever they're called. Yeah, the Gale Cliffs. Once I get back around there, I think I may call it for tonight. Ooh. That's a rotten mast lays down on the island, half hidden by the foliage. At its base, an old boat is cracked in two. Metal scraps, bag of doubloons, research part. You can return to these items later. Well, not holding anything now, so I suppose I may as well pick them up. There's another thing to interact with here. Oh, a hooded figure. You approach a hooded figure. Swathed in dark blue robes, their face is barely visible.
Fisherman, Sal.
You can barely hear the rasping whisper above the wind and waves.
Feel the hunger.
The hooded figure unfurls an old paper scroll. They point to a shape shown at the top. It appears to be a blue mackerel. Let's flounder here. Is there any blue mackerel directly in the area? Is that eel? Seems like it. Unfortunately, I think their meal will have to wait. That'll do. salmon. I wonder what an aberrated salmon would look like. They're already pretty monstrous. Alright. $52 knots for that one. Large though. It's 3x2 with a notch in the middle, it looks like. Floating dock. Interesting. Shapes in the deep. Research part. Well, well, well. That is very nice. What is this? Pile of loose debris. Clearing this would take some strong explosives. I wonder if I have to talk to an NPC to... Ooh. Aberrant fish here. Aha! Aberrant salmon. Potentially. Possibly not. Of course. If I'm curious about it. Decaying blackmouth. A shimmering blackness permeates the flesh of this relentless fish. The muscles atrophied and decaying, but it still swims on. Back to the dock. Ooh. I have to go much slower. Turn that light back on. Shipyard. Repair all. Fish market. Sell all fish. And sleep. And I think that is the perfect place to leave it. For now. I am looking forward to coming back to this. Let's say... yeah, that's fine. I'm looking forward to coming back to it. And for the first play session, that was very fun. In the meantime, bye for now.